Hey guys, happy Wednesday. This is Haley. Nice to have you guys here. We're gonna get started in Malasana, yogi squat. So just kind of getting right into it. So finding your variation of your squat. You can come to sit on a block, so putting it underneath your sits bones. If that's a little bit more comfortable, you also don't have to be super deep, like your hips might be up. Trying to have the heels rooted here. Now you can take a couple racks side to side. So this week, I don't know if you've been tuning in every week. I have a border collie. He's super active, which we knew that when we rescued him, but we didn't know that he doesn't like when we're on the phone or like when we're just talking to no one, basically. So quarantine's been really interesting, recording virtually and just doing like live streaming. So last week he picked up a dumbbell and threw it at me. Well, not really throw, but in my direction to play with it. So this week I have him in my bedroom with a bully stick. So hopefully that keeps him occupied for at least the next hour or two, since I teach 2 classes back to back. You can start to move your hips side to side. And pressing your elbows into your knees into your elbows. Reach your sits bones to the ground. So finding a straight spine. Crown of the head reaching to the top of the room. Belly button is up and in. Core is active. So it should be an active pose. And we'll start to walk the hands a little bit forward. So creeping forward. Tucking the chin a little bit. Just rounding the spine here. And then coming back up. Interlace the hands. Just bring palm to palm together. And then we'll slowly take some figure 8s with the wrists, with the fists. Just stretching and warming up your wrist joints. And just making any type of figure 8. Maybe switching the directions if you were taking it just in one direction. And then release the hands. Taking a couple flicks of the wrists. Next inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then exhale, just flick the hands down. So getting rid of anything that doesn't serve you. Inhale, arms reach up. And then exhale, just flick the wrists off, like you're flicking something off. Just letting go of the arms, taking this a couple more times. And just shake it out. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your hips up to the sky. Feet can be hips width or a little bit wider. Just taking a little forward fold here. So generous bend in the knees. You might want to sway the body back and forth. Maybe you grab hold of the opposite triceps. Whatever variation you're taking, let the top of the body be super heavy here. So first forward fold, maybe of your day. This is like my favorite yoga posture. It just feels so good. Just being gentle with yourself if it's your first fold. And then coming through center, slowly roll the spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way to standing. Circling the arms overhead. And then exhale right away, take a fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Plant your palms, step your way back. First, downward facing dog. Get a couple petals of your feet. Good time here to check in with how your body's feeling. Wag the tail a little bit. Root through the palms. Next inhale, wave the body forward. So lift the heels, press into the toes, and then come all the way forward into your high plank. You might start to feel the weight shift into the fingertips as you roll forward. Next, exhale, tuck the chin a little bit, soften the knees, lift your hips back up and space, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, lift the heels, dig the toes into your mat. Wave the spine forward, press into the fingertips, top of a plank. Exhale, tuck the chin, soften the knees, downward facing dog. Twice more just like that. Wave your body forward. Press into the fingertips. Exhale, slowly lift your hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave the body forward. Exhale, soften the knees, down dog. This time, wave the body forward. Lower the knees down to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Sink the belly, lift the tailbone. Exhale, press the ground away, round the spine. Moving into your cat and cows. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. And so taking this practice, one breath per movement right here. So in Vinyasa, it's all about connecting your movements to your breath. So just becoming familiar with the rhythm of the breath, the length of your inhales and exhales, and trying to mirror the breath. So mirroring the length of the breath on either side. Couple more rounds of your cat and cow. And then coming back to neutral tabletop. Lengthen the right heel back. Flex through the foot. Keep the gaze right at the left thumb, or at the right thumb, and then left fingertips reach to the top of the room, or the front of the room. Core is active, so avoid sagging the belly down. Tuck the tailbone to engage the core. Take an inhale here. And then on our exhale, we're going to cactus the left arm, and then kind of, cactus the right knee. So knee and elbow are reaching out to opposite sides. So right knee to the right side, left elbow to the left. You might need to take a look up here. So you're kind of in a fire hydrant with the right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, taking the knee and elbow opposite directions. Kind of awkward airplane here. Inhale, lengthen. 3 more times. Exhale. Twice more. Starting to warm up our outer glute. One more time here to inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, take that awkward shape. Coming back to neutral. Plant the left palm down. Bend the right knee. And then start taking some knee circles here, just in one direction. And then opposite direction. And then after your last row, coming back to tabletop. Left palm down. Right fingers reach to the front of the room. Left toes reach back, flex the foot. Engage the core, so tuck the tailbone. Take an inhale here to hold. Exhale to cactus the arm. Bend the left knee off to the left side, so you're in a fire hydrant. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, take that awkward shape. 3 more times, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lengthen. Twice more, exhale. Once more. And then exhale. Coming back to neutral spine. Plant the right palm. Bend the left knee again, and then just take some knee circles forward. Keep the gaze right between the thumbs. And reverse this direction. And then meeting back at your tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Next inhale, lift your right heel up to the top of the room. Draw the right knee to the right tricep. And then lower the knee down to the right wrist. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift the knee back up. Inhale to lower. Exhale on the effort, holding here. Step the right foot between the hands. Left knee lowers, untuck the toes. On your next breath in, lift the fingers up on Vinyasa, little lunge. And then we'll interlace the hands behind the low back. And then pull the fist down the left thigh, puffing up the chest. Taking maybe a baby back bend here. Releasing the hands, and then plant them around the front foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift your left knee, standing splits, top of the mat. Flex through the left foot. Pull the right outer hip back. Inhale to reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale to fold over the front knee. Soften the right knee. Hug the left knee to chest. Touch the left foot next to the right, sink the hips. Utkatasana, chair pose. Try sinking a little bit deeper. Really warming up the legs here. Inhale, press the legs long. Exhale, hands to heart. Circle the arms overhead. Exhale to fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step yourself back, high plank. Either keep the knees lowered or lifted. Shift the weight forward. Exhale lowers you halfway or to the belly. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips back up and face downward facing dog. Full round of breath here. Full round of breath out. Inhale, let the breath come into the body, filling up those empty spaces. Exhale, let the breath pour out of the mouth. Left heel rises, next breath in. Draw the knee to the right tricep, holding here. Then knee slides down to the left wrist. Then lifts back up. Inhale to lower. Exhale on your effort. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more time to lower, to hover. Exhale, lift. Step the foot between the hands. Right knee lowers, untuck the toes. Lift the arms overhead, biceps next to the ears, Vinyasa, low lunge. And then interlace the hands behind the low back. Maybe try interlacing the opposite way, one that's not the way that is most unnatural. Hold the fist down the right leg, open the heart to the top of the room. Hold the belly button in and up. Try hugging the inner thighs together to find that stability. Release the hands. So frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the right knee. Shift the weight all the way into the left foot so much that the right heel rises, standing splits. Flex through the right foot. Inhale to lengthen through the top of the head. Find that space between the vertebrae. And then exhale, melting over the front leg. Soften the left knee. Hug the right knee to the chest, then right foot meets the left top of the mat. Inhale, sink your hips, Utkatasana, chair pose. Holding here for a couple rounds of breath. Try sinking a little deeper, pulling the belly button in, tucking the tailbone. One more breath in to hold. Exhale to sink. Breath in, shoot the legs long. Reach the fingertips up, maybe a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Urdhva Hastasana, fingertips rise. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Halfway lift. Plant the palms, top of a plank. Shift forward. Exhale, halfway or to the belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Couple rounds of breath here. Inhale to lift the right heel. Draw the right knee to the right tricep. Knee lowers down to the right wrist. Exhale, lift back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more times, lower. Exhale, lift. Lower. Lift. 1 more time to lower. I know it's challenging. And lift. Knee hugs to the chest. Step the foot through. Lower the back knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, low lunge. Plant the hands to frame the front foot. Back knee lifts. Standing splits. Flex the left toes. Pull the right outer hip back. Walk the hands over to the right side. So you're kind of taking a little side bend here. Keep hugging your inner thighs together to stay stable through the legs. So avoiding kicking out the left foot over to the left side. Creating more space in your ribs and side body muscles, and the obliques, the lats. Folding a little bit deeper. Walk the hands back in. Soften through the front knee. Touch the back heel down. Lengthen through the right leg. Inhale to pull the heart forward. And align the center of the shin under the center of your chest. Exhale to fold over the right leg. Draw the left hip back. In our pyramid pose, you can always add a couple blocks underneath the hands if you want a little bit more height. Plant through the hands. You might want to hop the left toes back a little bit. And coming into our low lunge, but left knee stays lifted. Left hand down, right fingertips opening you up, just taking a twist here. Plant through the right palm. Step yourself back, high plank. You've got a chaturanga or downward facing dog, what leads you. Left heel lifts. Knee to left tricep to hold. Inhale down to the wrist. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Lower. Lift. Twice more with your own breath. And then knee hugs to the chest. Step the foot through. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, Vinyasa. Arms rise. Circle the arms back. Plant the hands around front foot. Lift the right knee, standing splits. Right heel rises, foot flexed. Draw the left hip back to keep the hips squared. Inhale, pull through the chest. And then exhale, fold. Walk the hands over to the left side. Maybe about a foot out at a diagonal from the left foot. Finding that space on the right side of the body and the right lung, right side body muscles. And coming back through center. Touch the right foot back, land the heels here in heel to heel alignment. Lengthen through both legs. Inhale to reach through the crown of the head. Exhale to fold over the left leg. And coming back up to neutral spine. Step the right foot back just about a foot. Lift the right heel. All 10 toes forward. Plant the right hand. Open the left fingertips to the top of the room. Underneath your twist. And then plant the left palm. Step the left foot back to meet the right, top of the plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing up. Exhale, downward facing up. Full round of breath here. Full round of breath out. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees. Exhale, step top, float top of the mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, sink the hips. Sink the hips a little deeper. Little deeper here. Inhale, lengthen the legs, arms reach overhead. Maybe take a slight half bend. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, step hop, float, Chaturanga or downward facing dog. Around the breath here. Full breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, lion's breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, stick out the tongue, lion's breath. Left foot down, right heel rises. Draw the knee to the right tricep and lower. Exhale to lift. 4 more times with your own breath. Finding that connection. After your last round, knee hugs to the chest. Step the foot through. Low lunge, untuck the back toes. Lower the back knee. Fingertips right. Plant the hands to frame the front foot.
Standing splits. Shift the weight to the front foot. Lift the left heel. Flex the foot. All around the breath here. Step the left toes back. Lower the left heel. Lengthen through the front leg. Inhale, reach through the heart. Exhale, fold over the front leg. Pyramid pose. Keep the left hand down on the inside of the left foot. Right hand can come to the right hip. Circle, or rotate the right shoulder open. Maybe the right fingers reach to the top of the ground. Try pulling the right hip forward to keep the hips squared. If you want a little bit more, if you want to take it a little bit deeper, left hand might come to the outside of the right foot. You can always use a block here on the inside or outside. I just have freakishly long monkey arms, so this is a bit easier or accessible, I guess, for me. Pull the left side of the heart over to the right side. Keep the left heel rooted. Lower the hands down to frame the front foot. Step the left toes back. Lift the left heel. Left hand down the right fingertips. Take you into another twist. And then shift the weight to the outside edge of the left foot. Vashisthasana side plank, right foot stacks on top of left. Always an option to lower the left knee. Pressing into the left hand. Right fingertips to the top of the room. Lower the right hand, top of the plank. Chaturanga on your exhale. Moving in, downward. Facing dog. Left heel lifts. Knee to left tricep. Lower down to the wrist. And back up. 4 more times on your own. Really working on shoulder and core strength. And wrist strength. Honestly, all of it. Hug the knee to the chest. Step the foot through, untuck the toes, lower the right knee. Inhale. Low lunge. Circle the arms back and plant the hands. Weight shifts to the front foot, standing splits. Pull the left hip back. Land the right heel down. Keep the left leg long. Heel to heel alignment. Inhale, puff through the heart. So pull the heart forward. And then exhale, fold over, pyramid. This time coming into our revolve triangle. Right hand to the inside of the left foot. Right or left hand comes to the left hip. Roll the left shoulder back. Maybe the left fingertips reach to the top of the room. Left or right heel stays rooted. Inner thighs squeeze together. You want to take it a little bit deeper. Right hand can come to the outside of the left foot. Maybe adding in a block there. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhale to revolve. Holding here for 2 more rounds of breath. Try twisting with every exhale. Plant the hands to frame the front foot. Step the right toes back about a foot. Keep the right heel lifted. Right hand down, left fingertips rise back up to the top of the room. Twist. This time coming into our side plank. Shift to the knife edge side of the right foot. Stack the foot. The left foot on top of the right. Right knee can lower or stay lifted. Holding here for a couple rounds of breath. Pressing the earth away with the right hand. Lower the left hand down. You've got a Chaturanga or downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step hop, float top of the mat. Halfway lift. And fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, sink the hips. Sink a little deeper. Keep the gaze just a little bit out in front of you. Keep the neck long. Next inhale, lengthen the legs. Arms lift overhead. Maybe a back bend, press the hips forward. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, takes you through a Chaturanga or takes you to your downward facing dog. Right heel lifts. Knee to right tricep. Lower down to the wrist. Then exhale to lift. Draw the knee to the right or the left side. Then shoot the leg over to the left. Spin to the inside edge of the left foot. Fallen triangle. Left fingertips reach to the front of the room. Left hand lowers. Hug the knee back into the chest. And then step the foot through. This time, keep the left knee lifted, left heel lifted. Inhale takes you up to your crescent warrior. Sinking in to the front knee. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Feeling yourself power into your legs and energizing through the fingertips. Next exhale, lower the left heel down. Open yourself up. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. And then lengthen the right leg to release. Shift the fingertips forward, shift the hips back. And then come into your Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left toes might need to wiggle in a little bit. Take the left hand and wrap it around the low back, reaching for the right hip. So taking a half bind here. Maybe shift the gaze to the top of the room. And soften through the front knee. Right fingertips come up and out. Maybe try keeping the half bind here. And lift off the left toes. Half moon with a bind. Soften the front knees, step the left toes back. Reverse your warrior, keeping the bind here. And then coming through warrior two. Lengthen both of the legs. Heels out, toes in. Inhale here, opening the chest up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Take a wide-legged forward fold. Walk the hands over to the right side. And charging through your legs. Keep your knees with a little micro bend, just not locking them out. Bowing over the right side, shifting out the left side of the body like we did at the beginning of class. Travel the fingertips through center, over to the left side. Root down through the feet, through the legs. And then exhale to bow. Gaze can shift to the back of the room. And that opening all the way from the right shoulder, all the way to the right hip point. And back through center. Walk the hands back to the front of the room, pivoting. Left hand down, right fingertips reach to the top of the room. Vashisthasana. One more time, maybe hooking the peace fingers around the front foot, around the front big toe. Maybe taking a little different variation here. Maybe just lifting the right leg off of the left. One more round of breath here. Try floating the right foot next to the left, high plank. Option for a three-legged chaturanga. And downward facing dog. Left heel rises. Knee to left tricep. Down to the left wrist. Exhale to lift. Over to the right side. Kick the foot through. Fallen triangle. Lift the hips. Lift the heart. Right fingertips overhead. Right hand lowers. Hug the knee back into the chest. And then step the foot through. Right knee stays lifted. Right heel lifted. Inhale, crescent warrior. Draw the right hip forward, left hip back. Sink a little deeper. On our next exhale, open yourself up, right heel lowers. Warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Reach the left fingertips overhead. Lengthen through the left leg. And then shifting your hips back, reach your left fingertips forward. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand finds the left hip, wrapping the arm behind the low back. Roll the right shoulder down, opening the chest to the right side of the room. Soften through the front knee. Walk the left hand up and out from the left toes. Lift off the right toes. Half moon with a bind. Always an option to release the bind. Stay flexed through the right foot. Soften through the left knee. Maybe shift the gaze to the top of the room. One more round of breath here. And then soften the left knee, touch the right toes back, reverse your warrior to release. Cartwheel the hands down, all 10 toes forward. Right hand down, left fingertips take you into a twist. And then maybe the fingers grab hold of the left big toe. Spin to the pinky side edge of the right foot. Side plank. Maybe left leg lifts. One more round of breath here. Try floating the left leg next to the right, taking your chaturanga. And downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, lift the left heel. Step the foot between the hands. And then walk the hands to the inside of the feet over to the right side. We forgot to take wide-legged forward fold on this side. So toes in, heels out. Inhale, reach through the top of the head. Exhale to fold. And coming into a little bit of a twist here. So left hand plants underneath the face. Right fingertips will reach to the top of the room, taking a twist. If you like that half bind, maybe reaching for the left hip with the right hand.
Reach the right fingertips up. Replace the left hand with the right. Left fingertips reach to the top of the room now. Option to take that half bind on this side. Your left hand grabs for your right hip. Releasing the side, forward fold through center. And then walking the hands forward, pivot the feet. Step yourself back, downward facing dog. Lower the knees down. Coming onto hands and knees. And then we'll lower down onto our forearms. So the elbows will be directly under the shoulders. Draw the pubic bone up to the sternum. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Lift the hips downward. Oh, my bad, not down dog. Dolphin. Draw the chest to your thighs. Try rooting down through the toes and feel how that starts to activate the legs. Keep pressing your forearms down and up. Stay rooted through the hands. Finding that rhythm of your breath. 2 more rounds of breath here to hold in our dolphin. Stay lifted through the shoulders, avoiding any crunching. And then gently walk the feet out. So you're in a dolphin plank right now. Hips should be in line with the shoulders. Holding here. On your next inhale, think about drawing your heart forward. On your next exhale, we'll round the spine. Lift the hips just a little bit so you're kind of in your cat-like back. Inhale, lower the hips, pull the heart through. Exhale, round the spine, lift the hips a little. Couple more times, inhale. Lower the hips, pull the heart. Exhale to round. 3 more times. I know your arms are probably burning. Exhale, round. Twice more. It'll be worth it. Exhale, round. Inhale through 1 more time. Exhale, round. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming through center, slowly lower down. Coming into your Sphinx pose. If you want a little bit more of a release through the belly, you can walk the hands out at a diagonal, maybe about a palm print out in front, and then straighten through the arms. And stay active through the legs. Lifting the kneecaps, quads are active. Press into the tops of the feet. Lowering the elbows back down. Lengthen the hands alongside body. And then interlace the hands behind the back. Hold the fists down towards the hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, big sigh out. Inhale, peel the heart off the floor, then peel the legs. Hold the fist down towards the feet. Your breath can rock the body back and forth. Holding here for a couple more rounds of breath. And then slowly lower the heart down. Release the hands. Release the feet. Let one cheek fall to the mat. Let your arms come out to a T. Actually, right arm comes out to a T. Left hand comes underneath the left shoulder. Bend the left knee, roll onto the right side, taking a spatula pose. Just coming into a little shoulder stretch. Left toes touch behind the right. And coming back through center, switching out the arms. Left arm out to a T, right hand underneath the right shoulder. Bend the right knee, roll onto the left side. Right toes touch behind the left leg. Come back through center, release. Hands alongside body. Chin down to the center of your mat. Taking one more locust pose. Interlacing the hands behind the low back. Maybe taking the opposite grip this time. Next, inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, preparing the body. Exhale, side out. Next breath in, peel the heart off, lift the legs off. Maybe notice how you might feel a little bit more open now that we've opened up the shoulders, a little bit more stretching. Couple more rounds of breath here. And then releasing opposite cheek to the mat. Release the hands, release the heels. Press the hands next to the ribs. And then come to sit on your shins. I'm just pausing here for a moment. And sitting with how you feel. Closing the eyes. Letting whatever is happening in your human experience, letting that marinate. Letting your body just sit and absorb and sink in to whatever it is that is going on. You can flutter the eyes open. You might want to walk up a little bit to the top of your mat. Draw the heels together, knees wide, butterfly. Hands can grab the outside edges of the feet. Press into the sit bones, reaching up through the spine, through the top of your head. Roll the shoulders back. And then start to hinge at your hips and folding as deep as you want or as you can. If you want to stop maybe halfway, that's awesome. If you want to start to walk the hands all the way to the front of the room, folding the head towards your toes. Travel the hands over to the right side, taking another little side body opening. Hands travel through center over to the left side, and the opening on the right side of the body.
Coming back through center. Slowly lifting the chest up. Draw the hands under the knees to lift them together. Press your hands into the shins to hold the heart forward. Gaze can shift up. And then exhale, rounding the spine to tuck the chin. And then slowly rolling onto your backs. Releasing the hands. Take a full body stretch here. Right knee hugs in. Draw the right knee over to the left side, taking your spine twist. Right arm can come up to a T. Moving back onto your back. Switching out the legs. Right leg long, left knee hugs in. Giving yourself a little squeeze here. And then draw the left knee over to the right side, maybe shifting the hips a little bit off to the left. Hugging the knees back to your chest. And then finding your Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you tonight. Knees wide, heels together. Maybe taking traditional Shavasana. Wherever you're at, maybe placing one hand on the heart, one hand on your belly. Closing the eyes. I'll be here to guide you out of your final resting pose. So laying here and marinating in whatever is happening in your body in this moment. Letting go of any rhythm of the breath. Every exhale, relaxing into parts of the body that are still holding on. Letting the jaw fall apart. Letting the belly soften. Letting gravity do its work. Feeling the touch points of your body on the mat and on the ground beneath you. Shavasana.
time you inhale, feeling the air touch your nostrils, flow through the back of the throat, filling up the center of your body. And every exhale, feel the breath leave the body, center, decompress. Feel it entering and exiting of the breath in your body. When you're ready, rolling off to one side of your mat. And pausing for a moment to collect yourself. And then press your body up to a comfortable seat. Drawing your thumb knuckles to your third eye, space between your brows. Take a deep inhale, filling up every crevice and crack and space, emptiness in your body. Exhale, sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me today. My heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you soon. Bye.